The title of this message is You Are Enough. Our biggest need as human beings is to be connected. We were created to be connected. We want to belong. We want to be attached to another human being or to other human beings. And when we don't feel connected, or when we feel that we don't belong, we suffer. And we try to be connected. We learn to be connected in our childhood with our caregivers. And some of us had good models of connection. And we felt that we belonged. And we were fulfilled in our need to be loved. But many of us had problems. We didn't feel totally connected because maybe our caregivers themselves, they also didn't feel connected in their childhood. They didn't learn how to connect. So they didn't know how to be attached to us, how to fulfill our need for belonging and connection. So we felt alone, abandoned, rejected. And it's interesting that when we are children, we think that the problem is with us. It's hard for us to understand that our caregivers or other people in our lives had some problem. So we think when we are children that we have a problem. If our caregivers or people don't connect to us and they don't give us what we need, we think that we have a problem. The problem is that we are not worth of belonging. We don't deserve to be loved. And we grow up with this poor self-image. And then we think that we need something to be loved, something that is not in us, because we think that we are not enough as we are. So we need something to be attached to. Maybe we need to be rich. We need to have diplomas, degrees, to have a master's degree, a doctor's degree. We need to be beautiful, to have a nice body, to be skinny. And it's interesting that we are surrounded by the media that try to show us that we are not good as we are, that we need something, that we need to be attached to something. And in the Western world, especially, the capitalism teaches that we are not enough, that we need something else to be happy, to be worth. And the problem is not that we shouldn't reach our dreams or shouldn't be rich. I think that being successful, having money, studying, reaching our dreams, being healthy, they are all good things, as long as we don't attach our sense of worthiness to these things. And sometimes it's hard to see this fine difference between reaching things for our well-being, like studying, doing a master's degree, or doctoral degree and open a business, buying a car, a home, for our well-being and our family well-being, or when we are doing these things to prove ourselves, to belong to people, to deserve their love, to show them, see, I have a car, I have a house, I have money, see how beautiful I am, see how skinny I am, look at my body, I deserve your love. Because the thing is that we think that we cannot be loved the way we are. We are not good the way we are. We need to hide our being, our true being, with these things like money, a car, and success, being famous, beautiful, education, and then we don't see that if we are not afraid of being loved, if we open ourselves, open up to people the way we are, with all our imperfections, if we are vulnerable, people are gonna love us as we are, because we are enough. Because the true thing is that no one will love anyone because of money, because of success, because of beauty, because of certificates and diplomas. They will love us because of us, because we exist. That's all. And the thing is that the more we hide ourselves behind these things, the money and the success, we are not ourselves. We are not showing our richest thing, that is our true being. And then we cannot connect to people, because we connect when we are vulnerable, when we are ourselves, when we show who we are without the fear of being rejected. So it's interesting that connecting to people is a consequence of being vulnerable, of being who we are, of showing up with our imperfections. And then we see that people are going to accept us because people like vulnerability. They like someone who is not afraid to show up. They like someone who connects, who thinks that he or she can connect. And a problem of thinking that we need something to connect is that we compare to people unfavorably, because we look at someone who has more money, who is more successful, and someone who is skinnier, and someone who has more degrees, and then we are unhappy, and we don't realize that many people, they are comparing themselves to us as well, and thinking that we are better than they are. So these things, these differences in money, success, and these are all Western things, and we don't see that it doesn't make difference to connect. What makes difference is when someone thinks that he is enough. If you think that you are enough, you can connect. You will connect. And when love comes your way, you will think that you deserve, and you embrace this love because you believe in it. That's all you need, is to believe that you are enough. Because you are.